I'm Chuck the Iceman Liddell, former UFC light heavyweight champ and Hall of Famer.
My name's Tito Ortiz. I'm the former UFC light heavyweight champion and #9 inductee to the Hall of Fame.
The Huntington Beach Bad Boys, Tito Ortiz, Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
For me, this UFC classic rivalry really sort of symbolizes when the UFC transitioned into the mainstream, and I'm talking, of course, about Chuck Liddell versus Tito Ortiz.
I've been in the ring, obviously, and I've been in the octagon, too.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're in the ring, WWE, like, we normally know what's coming. But for UFC, these rivalries are as real as it gets. This is two human beings who don't like each other or like each other, depending on who you talk to, and they get to punch each other in the face and settle it.
But they were so different in their personalities, in the way they looked, and I think that dichotomy is what really struck a chord with the public and what made it really such a fun rivalry.
Oh, big leg kick! That's it! It's all over! Chuck Liddell has done it again!
People came out to see the Iceman and the Huntington Beach Bad Boy. It was so exciting.
Chuck Liddell gives him a little bit of a pat on the back and some congratulations.
Me and Chuck Liddell met in 1998, started training with each other, and we just became friends.
We all want to be the champion. We all want to be the man sitting at the top of the mountain with the belt around the waist, making millions of dollars. Tito Ortiz had that. Chuck Liddell wanted that opportunity. And Tito Ortiz, if you believe certain people, was doing everything he could to avoid Chuck Liddell and using friendship as a reason to not fight him.
Chuck wanted his crack at that glory. Tito kind of refused to let that happen. And that's how this whole thing started to unwind. The friendship started to unwind.
And I've been the #1 contender for almost 2 years now, and Tito, he's #1 in the world, and that's where I want to be, so I need to fight him. And if he really thinks he's #1 in the world, he needs to fight me and prove it.
Any good promotion goes, these two guys are the guys that we got to put in a fight because it's going to make a lot of noise and it's going to make everybody a lot of money.
Chuck Liddell, I know the guy you respect. You guys are friends. A lot of people still want to see that fight.
That fight may happen between me and Chuck. We've talked about it, and we said we have no problem fighting each other, but the money got to be right, man. If we're going to give you guys a fight, we're going to get paid good for it.
I like Tito, but I like a lot of people, and I'll fight any of them. He needs to step up and give me my shot.
I guarantee you, Chuck will sit in this chair and tell each and every one of you that we were never friends.
We weren't friends.
According to Tito, they were friends. Or were they?
What kind of friend keeps their friend from getting a title shot? Sounds like I'm ripping on Tito. I'm not. Tito's a legendary fighter. He's had an incredible career.
Bro.
So much entertainment. But when it suited Tito, he wanted to fight Chuck. But then all of a sudden, when he was the champ, it took Chuck 4 extra fights to be able to fight Tito Ortiz.
Tonight in the house, the two fighters who will be facing each other, starting with none other than the Huntington Beach Bad Boy, Tito Ortiz. And his opponent, April 2nd, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. There's been a lot of emotions, there's been a lot of talk. Tell me what's gonna happen on April 2nd.
Man, I can't wait for April 2nd. All these fans, I want to thank for all the support. This fight's finally going to happen. You thinking I'm ducking you? I just never want to give you a beating, so now it's going to happen. April 2nd, like I said, let the beatings begin.
I wasn't pissed about it. I was glad we were fighting. I mean, it was a step towards getting the belt.
Hey, this guy's been talking all for a long time. He stepped in the ring after I beat Vitor and started saying he's going to kick my ass. Well, he better repractice his wrestling. I know he's not man enough to stand in the middle of this ring and strike with me. And if he is, I'll promise everyone here, if he's man enough to stand in the middle of this ring and strike with me, I'm gonna knock him out. And he knows it.
Whether it's WWE or UFC, I think the fans can understand one thing. Everybody wants to be champion.
Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell.
Both guys, superstars. It was dynamite main event.
You ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on! And here we go. The friendship is over.
So now Chuck and Tito, who both don't have a belt and want to work their way back towards a championship fight, have to fight.
You got to think from the UFC's perspective here. They've got 2 absolute superstars, 2 of the biggest names in all of the sport. They're willing to fight one another, so making this fight absolutely made sense.
It got into my head of, I'm gonna strike with him, so I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of it. I don't care.
Nice right hand by Tito.
I know how to beat Tito. Like, I trained with him. I knew I was better than him and everything. And I was really careful in the beginning not to let him get a takedown or get anything early to give him any confidence. I'm going to beat his confidence down and then knock him out.
Big right hand.
Congratulations by Liddell. And a high kick. Tito saying,
End of the round.
you cannot damage me. You cannot hurt me.
Round 2.
I remember he threw a left hook, and the left hook hit me right in the eye. And all I saw was stars. He seen me wipe my eye, and he came out with a barrage of punches.
I hit him with the right hand. Well, okay, he's hurt. I'm coming after him.
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt.
And all I could do was try to roll off of him, roll off him, roll off, and roll off.
To end that fight, I hit him with 23 punches in 7 seconds.
Tito's out.
Knocked out Tito Ortiz.
Unbelievable.
Time the bell rang, it was almost like Tito wasn't even there. Like, I don't know what happened, but that's not the Tito I was used to seeing.
He knew what he had. He knew he had that hammer, and he was ready to throw the Thor. Bring the ice on. Guy needs an ice pack. The Iceman just knocked him out.
Tito is devastated.
To be knocked out by someone that you considered your friend, that was sort of pitted against you, it was hard. It's hard to watch that, especially because you know how emotional he is.
Amazing fight. So much anticipation over the last 2 years for this fight, and for it to finally be here and to come off that way. Tito showed great courage.
Every time they were in the gym together, Chuck Liddell just absolutely dominated. But that doesn't determine what's going to happen in a fight. But in this case, Tito was absolutely 100% terrified of Chuck Liddell.
If he needs help training, then tell him to give me a call.
There you go.
He was a victor. Congratulations to him. He got his point across.
The irony, Misha, is Tito losing to Chuck did not shut him up.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, come on, it's Tito.
Oh, Chuck knows we can do it. We can do it again, bro.
Anytime you want, bro. You won't step in the ring with me again. You know that.
I let us